Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps, sporting a purple tie and raspy voice thanks to our hometown Vikings' thrilling victory last night. But hey, we're here to talk hockey, and quite a weekend it was in conference play. Let's get to Marquette. Atte Tolvanen is upright for Northern Michigan, which is impressive considering he was run over by Bowling Green's Mitch McLean early in Friday's game. But he's tough, he would stay in. Quite a weekend for the junior and his team, particularly special teams. First power play thanks to the McLean hit. Troy Loggins quarterbacking the PP. He's denied by Eric Dopp the first time. Adam Rockwood finds him open again in the same spot. Different result, 1-0 Wildcats. Each team would add one as we approach the midway point. Another NMU power play. Shot from up top, another stop by Dopp. Sweet dish in front by Joseph Nardi, and Darian Craighead with the slam dunk, and it's 3-1. Wildcats now 3 for 3 with a man advantage, and they get another shot minutes later. Working the perimeter this time, Rockwood, Phil Ballou, and Loggins nets his second of the game. Northern Michigan a perfect 4 for 4 on the power play. Tolvanen with 23 saves in the 5-2 win. They're now tied with the Falcons for second place in the WCHA standings and a chance to overtake them on Saturday. They would have to take down Ryan Bednard first. He gets some early goal support from McLean to lead 1-0 after one. Early second, and once again Wildcats are 5-on-4. Ryan Black's shot is knocked down. Mitch Slattery slips it through to, guess who? Loggins again, his 11th of the year, and we're tied at 1. Closing minutes, Wildcats up 1. Bowling Green with an empty net. Get it to Alec Rawhauser, always clutch. His wrister is tipped by Cameron Wright past Tolvanen, and we're heading to overtime. Rockwood on the rush, less than 10 to play. Zach Diamantoni with a quick feed, and Ballou drives in the game winner. 3-2 the final, and the Wildcats now own sole possession of second place in the standings behind Minnesota State. The Mavericks were up in Alaska wrapping up their 2-week trip. Fairbanks the host, and that's one photogenic mascot. Nanooks were fired up Friday. A lot of special teams this weekend. Alaska with an early chance. They get it to Zach Fry, high slot. Nice hesitation, and he goes 5-hole on Jason Pulaski, and it's 1-0. Tristan Thompson adds another early second. Same frame, couple minutes left. Nanooks with numbers. Look at that sweet sauce by Steve Jandrick. Taylor Munson the finish. That's Jandrick's second helper of the night, second of the season for Munson. They cruise past the mighty Mavericks 5-0 Friday as Fry would add a late goal in the win. Anton Martinson made 26 saves for his first collegiate shutout. Saturday, another photo op. Whoops! Nook suffered a bruised ego, but he wouldn't miss a beat. Nanooks start the scoring less than 3 minutes in, but Minnesota State takes over from there. Midway through the first, and a nice stretch pass to Charlie Gerard. Too strong as he blows it by Martinson for the Mavericks' first goal of the weekend, and they tie it up. Same score a few minutes later, odd man rush for MSU again. Brad McClure has a lane, and he takes it all the way for a 2-1 lead. He would add another less than 2 minutes later, and it's 3-1 late second period. Minnesota State power play denied the first time by Martinson, but too much pressure. Mark Michaelis with the powerful wrist shot. This one finds the net, and it's 4-1. That's his 10th of the year. Daniel Brickley adds the final goal in a 5-1 win, and the Mavericks earn the split to go 3-1 during their 2-week stay in Alaska. Hop on over to Anchorage. Seawolves hosting Alabama Huntsville. Visiting Chargers start fast with a fast break. Levi Wonder on the charge. Nice pass to Hans Gorowski, and it's 1-0 visitors. UAA goes down 2-0 but battles back. Down a goal early second. Good hustle on the forecheck. They've got Nicholas Erb back home wide open in front. He goes upstairs with it, and we're tied at 2. UAH turns to Boy Wonder. Make that Levi Wonder. Kestner to Gorowski, and Wonder is there to poke at the rebound. Kestner scores the empty netter for the 4-2 win on Friday. That's his 16th of the year, and a nation-leading 14 in conference play. On Saturday, Chargers waste no time, scoring within the first minute. Seawolves turn it over in their own end. Saulnier has Connor Merkley open out front, and UAH is up a goal. Still 1-0 midway through the first. Mason Anderson throws it into the pile. Alex Jackstedt, like a jackhammer, jams it through to tie the game at 1. No scoring, so we're tied in the third. Nathan Renouf lobs it toward the goal. It's Trey DeGraff doing the dirty work this time. That would be your game winner in the 2-1 final. Seawolves win to help longtime broadcaster Kurt Hayter celebrate his 700th game behind the mic. Congratulations. Let's head south to Sault Ste. Marie. Ferris State in town to face Merrick's Mittens and Lake Superior State. Great start for the Bulldogs. They've got numbers midway through the first. A little give and go. Cole Norris to Marshall Moyes. Back to Norris for the tap in, and it's 1-0 Ferris State. That's his 5th of the year. More Bulldogs early second. Riker Killings able to hold the zone. Corey Mackin takes it straight to the net. It pops up into the air, and he swats it in for a 2-0 lead. But they weren't done. Just 30 seconds later, and they're back on the attack. Nate Callan with a long pass, and he follows it. Lucas Finner floats it back to Callan. He pumps it in for a 3-0 lead. 4-0 the final as Killen scores his 5th of the year in the third, and Ferris State wins on Friday. As we often see, it was a much different Saturday. New look, new goalie. Nick Kossoff for Lake State. Darren Smith played both nights for Ferris State, but he saw a lot more pressure. Unfortunately, he didn't see the goal. Hampus Eriksson camped out in front. Gage Terrell's shot goes right through. It's a PPG and a 1-0 lead. Back on the power play 5 minutes later, a scrum in front. They get it to Jake Hand wide open on the backside, and he drives in his 7th of the year, and it's 2-0. They score the game's first 3 goals, but the Bulldogs come back. Down a goal in the third, less than a minute after Killen's goal, Maloney just holds the line, flicks one toward the net, and Jason Tackett deflects it in to tie the game at 3. Lakers aren't done. Justin Kappelmaster makes the save. Diego Cuglietta sends it back to Kyle Chatham. His seeing eye wrist shot finds its way in, and that would be the GWG. 5-3 the final for a weekend split. Ferris State stays 7 points ahead of Lake Superior State for the 8th and final playoff spot. Our final stop is in Grand Forks. Michael Bitzer and Bemidji in town. He was stellar Saturday, turning aside all 12 Fighting Hawks shots in the first 20 minutes. Midway through the second, Beavers down a goal, but on the power play, Brendan Harris with the point shot, and Leo Fitzgerald knocks it past Cam Johnson, and we're tied at 1. UND retakes the lead, and we head to the third. Dylan Eichstead causes a turnover at the line, gets it to Kyle Bauman. His shot deflected on the way for Eichstadt's 2nd of the year. Both goalies made great saves in the extra frame, but this one would end in a 2-2 tie. North Dakota wins the home-and-home series with a 5-1 victory in Bemidji on Friday. Trophy time. Our offensive player of the week is Northern Michigan's Troy Loggins, who led the WCHA with 3 goals, helping the Wildcats sweep then number 14 Bowling Green and leapfrog the Falcons for 2nd place in the league standings. The junior led all NCAA skaters last week with 3 power play goals. The defensive player of the week is Alaska's Zach Fry, who is a factor on both ends of the ice, as Alaska earned a split with league-leading Minnesota State. The senior led all WCHA defensemen in goals, power play goals, and game-winning goals, while ranking 2nd with 8 block shots. Our goalie of the week is another Wildcat, Ate Tolvanen, the only WCHA goaltender to earn 2 wins last weekend and one of only 8 in the country to do so. The junior and Finland native finished the series with a 1.92 goals against average, 42 saves, and a .913 save percentage during a league-high 124-plus minutes in net. That leaves our Rookie of the Week, Cole Norris from Ferris State, who tallied a game-winning goal and an assist in Ferris State's split at Lake Superior State. The freshman from Oxford, Michigan, produced the game winner with an early first-period goal in Friday's 4-0 shutout win. For the weekend, Norris tied the WCHA rookie lead in goals, points, and game-winning goals. Coming up this week, Anchorage is at Bowling Green, Bemidji State at Ferris State, Alaska travels to Tech, Lake State at Northern Michigan, and Minnesota State is at St. Cloud State as a part of the annual Hockey Day Minnesota. And that'll do it for this week's program. Don't forget to find us on all your favorite social media sites or my favorite website, WCHA.tv. Where they come to play, we come to watch. You can stream any conference game on any device. Thanks again for joining us, folks, and I'm Ryan Phelps saying so long from St. Paul. We'll see you back here next week, hopefully sporting an NFC Championship grin.